Informational graphics have been proven to dramatically increase retention of memory and closing percentages when it comes to the heating and air conditioning technician and professional comfort advisor selling and demonstrating to the homeowner. Hello, I'm Todd Lyles with Service Excellence Training, and I have put together this tremendous tool for you, 100% free, to use inside of the home. Whether or not you're an HVAC technician or a professional comfort advisor, this simple one-page informational graphic will help you close more sales. Now, a couple things you need to know in terms of why it works, and here it is. Studies have proven that homeowners, you and me and everyone else, remember about 20% of what we hear, about 30% of what we see, but 50% of what we both hear and see. It's also been shown that homeowners are up to 5 times more likely to believe you when you can show them proof of your statements. This powerful sheet gives visual documentation from credible sources. What I'm going to do is very quickly, because it's a very quick tool, that's part of the power of it, I'm going to show you how to use each one of these sections. Let's begin with the introduction of the tool. So the first thing that we see here is the title. HVAC, what you need to know. What you don't know can cost you. An improperly installed system will raise your utility bill and shorten the life of your system. These facts come from Energy Star's Guide to Energy Efficient Heating and Cooling and the Air Conditioning Contractors of America. So it's a credible third-party source. Now, when you introduce this, what you're now going to do in these next 2 sections is you're going to prove that a system will increase its utility bill when improperly installed, and you're also going to show how it affects the life of the system. So let's take a look at the next section. On one half, we have energy usage, and on the other half, we have efficiency. So this fact is straight from that Department of Energy's Guide to Heating and Air Conditioning. And it states that the average household spends more than $2,200 a year on energy bills, with nearly half of this going to heating and cooling. So what you have in this first graph right here is you have that $1,100 represented of going towards heating and cooling. To the left here, you show an improperly installed system, which, by the way, if you're a tech, you can use this also when you're talking to homeowners about what you can do to increase the efficiency of their current system if replacement's not an option. But it shows that upwards of 30% of our utility bill can be, or pardon me, of the heating and cooling cost can be risen just by an improperly charged system, which, by the way, again, that fact right here is taken directly from that guide. By the way, all of this information can be found very easily with an internet search, but what I've done is put it together for you in a very powerful, effective tool. So this shows the increase from an improperly installed or improperly maintained system. Now, this is also directly from that informational source, and what it shows is that a system that is properly installed will get up to 100% of its designed efficiency. When we incorporate duct leaks into it, we lose 15%. When you take into consideration duct leaks and improper sizing, you can lose an additional 5%, taking it all the way to 20% loss. And if it's just improperly charged, you can lose up to 30%, especially if you combine all these other things into the picture. Now imagine stimulating to the homeowner that 30% of all of their money going to heat and cool the home is absolutely being wasted. And if you're a technician, you talk about how you can fix that. If you're a comfort advisor, you talk about how your installation team will make sure it's installed properly. The next part of this infographic covers the life expectancy of the system. We have this beautiful heart here, which, by the way, this has been field tested. When homeowners see this, they get what it means immediately without much explanation. But just in case, 70% of the life of the system has to do with the way it was installed. Was it installed properly? Was it installed by standards? Was the system pulled down on a vacuum? 26% has to deal with the maintenance. So technicians, great maintenance service agreement tool there for you. And only 4% has to do with brand. What an amazingly powerful tool to handle brand objections. So there is a brief overview of this documentation, but imagine the different objections that you can handle with each one of these examples. For the sake of example, with efficiency, maybe your 14-SEER system is as much as your competition's 16-SEER system. Well, when you crunch the math on that, what you're going to find is that a properly installed 14-SEER system is still more efficient than an improperly installed 16-SEER system. What a way to win the sale. Make sure you educate the homeowner on that. If you're a technician and the homeowner has a relatively new system and she's saying, well, I don't need to maintain it because it's relatively new. Well, you can show her that 1/4 of the life is going to be dependent upon maintenance. What an amazingly powerful tool for making sure the system is maintained. If you're a comfort advisor and the homeowner's thinking is that brand is the most important thing, what an amazing powerful tool to demonstrate that brand has very little to do with the life expectancy of the overall system. This amazingly powerful tool, all pre-built for you in one beautiful page, ready to be taken to the printers, distributed to your homeowners, and to be used in the position of a technician or in a comfort advisor position to help you demonstrate and close more sales with a credible source. Use the power of this tool, and all you have to do to get it is just put in your name and your email, and it'll be sent to you immediately for a high quality download.